Good afternoon. This is Chief Meteorologist Eric Tolman, and today's date is July 18th, 2015, and the time right now is 11:43 a.m. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, I've actually gotten a couple of questions today on Twitter. Is there going to be a severe thunderstorm watch? And the answer is no. More than likely, if we do get any severe thunderstorms out of it, we'll get a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings, but a couple of tweets came to me indicating if the severe weather watch was going to be issued, and the answer is no. So that is probably just a little bit confusing, but I'm glad that we were able to get some answers for you prior to that, and we'll stay tuned for that. We will be watching thunderstorm activity all day throughout the day today, but as far as the watch is concerned, we will keep you posted on that, but not a guarantee for today, but maybe a better chance of that happening tomorrow. We'll keep you posted as we have another threat of severe weather again tomorrow. We'll talk about the highlights of that coming up. Here are the lines of showers and strong severe thunderstorms that are just racing across southeast Michigan, and I would say between 12 and 12:30, a lot of us are going to be seeing the nasty storms that are going to be racing through metropolitan Detroit. So just be on guard. We are actually getting reports now from the weather office where these storms are going to be hitting metro areas and counties, etc. So just be prepared for it, and we're not just dealing with that, we're also dealing with the heat advisory that does remain in effect for all of metropolitan Detroit and southeast lower Michigan, and we'll talk more about the advisory and much more coming up in just a little bit. So let's get right to what is really happening right now, and this is the story of the day. Hot with a chance of thunderstorms today, and you can actually see that big line of thunderstorms. Now, we're going to talk about the thunderstorms in just a few minutes. I also got some other details that was just passed on to me just a couple minutes ago, and we'll talk about that in just 1 second. So the heat advisory is in effect from noon until midnight today, so that means at 12 o'clock we do expect that the advisory is going to be in effect. Heat values are going to be between 95 to 105 degrees possible today. That's the reason why we have a few thunderstorms that are going to be racing across the state today in southeast Michigan. And then, as well, we have a slight chance of seeing severe weather. The main threat is going to be damaging winds. If we do get any severe weather out of it today, I think we have a good shot at it, just a slight chance. And then another shot of severe weather again tomorrow in southeast lower Michigan, so we get both in between the two. Today, chances of that, and then I think the better chance of thunderstorm activity is basically going to be coming in around the evening hours, so that's really going to be the main threat, and I think again for tomorrow, but we'll be watching on and off. But that big line of storms, we'll go ahead and show you that one more time. This is the line of storms. We're going to actually stop this for a minute so we can explain to you what's going on. We're watching this very closely as these storms come on in. Now, if we do get any indications of any kind of rotation, we're not really expecting that, but we could get a severe thunderstorm warning or two out of some of these strong storms, so we just want to let you know about that. There's no warnings at this time, but just be aware that we might have a couple of warnings or two out of this, but a watch is not likely for southeast Michigan. That was the question that was forwarded to me and tweeted to me about 15-20 minutes ago, and I was trying to get that question resolved for you, and that's been taken care of. So here's the line of showers and strong storms that are moving across southeast lower Michigan. So between 12 and 12:30, it will be knocking at our doorstep. So just be prepared, even though we're under that heat advisory, that still does not stop severe weather to hit southeast Michigan. But these storms are going to be moving quite rather fast. So they're going to be racing across southeast lower Michigan and metro Detroit. So these are fast moving strong storms that are going pounding in our metro area. So just be aware that this is not thunderstorms that are moving about 10-15 miles an hour. They're going to be racing across very, very fast through our area, and then we'll watch for more maybe spotty isolated thunderstorms later on this afternoon. So just don't let your guard down just yet. The thunderstorm activity is still way to the west of the metro area, so give it a half an hour, and I would say probably I'd say 12:30, 12:45 would be my timing, or quarter to one maybe. We should probably have our share of the strong storms. So that was just a little confusing when I got that tweet earlier. Is there going to be a watch, And it's actually a good thing that we did get that tweet, and people were rather concerned. One viewer had asked me that question. I kind of had to find out the source of that information and got the question right away. So if something does change and we end up getting additional information prior to that, we'll let you know. But we definitely got that answer for you. Thank you for tweeting that to me. I just want to thank that anonymous viewer for sending me that tweet in regards if there is going to be a severe thunderstorm watch. And I am letting all the viewers know in Southeast Michigan that at this time, no, there is not going to be a watch. But however, this is another threat that the thunderstorms could intensify. So that is going to be another thing that we're going to have to watch until these thunderstorms are out of the metro area. There will be a very close watch on these thunderstorms as they continue to race across southeast lower Michigan. So I'll have more details to all of this coming up shortly when I return. So a lot of action going on, but the hot stuff is going to stick around. So if you don't have to go out, sit under the AC today and stay cool. Drink a lot of fluids today. A lot of people are going to be doing that. But if you're going to be outdoors today, go to the mall, go to the bowling alley, go somewhere where it's nice and cool. You do not want to be out in this heat. It's not going to take long before you start to sweat and get dehydrated. And especially, you do not want to be drinking alcoholic beverages. You want to avoid alcohol, especially when we are under heat advisory and with the heat indices between 95 and 105. I don't think that would be a very good decision to make on that part. So just basically the main thing is to drink a lot of fluids, and the answer is water. Drink a lot of water. If you drink Gatorade, that's another way of bringing down the dehydration. So just make sure if you're going to be outside and you're going to be cutting grass or whatever you're going to be doing, take frequent breaks if you're going to be outside today is the main question. And we will continue to remind you that whenever there is going to be a heat advisory and it is going to be extremely hot, you have to take those frequent breaks. And always check on your loved ones, check on your families, and definitely your kids and your animals and your pets. Most definitely, you don't want to leave your pets outdoors for a very long period of time because of how hot it can get. So I will have more details to all of the forecast related updates coming up at 12:30 this afternoon. So things are just starting to get a little crazy as it is. And I'll have much more coming up at 12:30. We'll see you then. This is Chief Meteorologist Derek Tolman with that update. We'll see you at 12:30. Have a good day.